This is a pretty massive crowd to not even be your fight week, so I wonder, are you gutted that you didn't get to fight here on this card?
No, man. This is really cool for me because I'm still relatively green. So coming out here and getting this like practice week, I was telling my coaches, we're out here and we're doing 4 media sessions and open workout, and so minus the fight, it feels a lot like fight week. Staying out here in the hotel and everything. And so for me, this is like a really cool, just another good trial run, where I get to come out with my coaches. They get to shake the nerves. Sometimes my coaches get more nervous for these open workouts than I do, And so like it's cool for everybody to get the butterflies out.
That's awesome. Give us the update on where you are. You had to take some time off for the show. Where's your recovery and where do you stand?
So I'm 100% now, man. For the first time since the surgery. So I finally hit that relative peak for recovery, and I've been hitting the gridstone like it's camp time. I always talk about there's no fucking off season for me. There's no off season in the sport, and so for a guy like me, through surgery, I'm just kind of combating what I can, fighting around it, and then I started getting to the gym real hard, despite the arm, into last year, and so you guys see me calling people out. I've been trying to get a fight for springtime, and it just hasn't clicked yet. So I got names on the radar. I just haven't had anybody accept. So
how bad was the shoulder? You won your last fight, but how bad was it?
I went into that last fight with one arm, and it was the only time I've ever stood in the back and was uncertain of how the next 30 minutes were going to unravel. It's the only time I've ever been in there and unsure, or I've ever had any morsel of doubt that maybe this fight could go either way. I was in the back and I was training with my head coach, and I was hitting just pads with one hand. I wasn't even using my right arm, and then we were trying to do some drills just to get the blood flow and get some kind of grip strength, warmed up and get some kind of grappling. And I was squeezing him. He was like, "Man, I don't want to tell you during." But after the fight, I was like, "That ain't it. That ain't your hold. That's not your grip." So against the guy who's fucking big as Hernandez, it was definitely a tough test, that arm. I remember grabbing him and just being like a rag doll. I was so unconfident in even being able to hold him. So just getting that fight one under my belt, I feel like a veteran going into 2020 between the Cerrone fight and the Hernandez fight. I mean, the amount of experience that I just stacked and compiled in a 6-month span is unreal. So for me coming in this year, it's okay, you know this shit now. You're not new to this. Let's show them what you're about. Let them know who you really are. So that's what this season's about.
How do you go to that Cerrone loss? Of course, you don't want to lose. Looking back on it, you think that's kind of what you need?
It's almost inevitable. If it wasn't Cerrone, it would have been the next guy. With the way I was approaching the fight, I was going into these fights and approaching these top 10 guys. I was just gonna slug them out in the first 2 minutes every fight, because that was my mindset. I don't just talk shit. I'm just being transparent and I'm being confident. Sometimes it gets confused with arrogance, but it's just awareness. And so, for me, it was I've got no reason to doubt that I'm not going to put this man away. And every time they showed me his face, I was like, he's getting older by the minute, dude. I'm about to cripple this man. And I went out there and he did the damn thing, and it was okay, this is an awareness check, this is a reality check, that these guys in the top 10, they don't just fold over. They're not just going to break. They're not just going to take a hit. As long as you get lucky, you knock them out. But as a career, you can't make that your benchmark for how you're going to perform, So for me, it was I had to hit the drawing board, had to figure out how to slow down and compose myself. And that last fight, I kind of 180'd the other direction, especially, with the shoulder. So in my mind now, I've kind of found this middle ground. I found this solace where it's all right, here's where I can perform. I'm not going to blow my load in the first 30. And I'm not going to, float on the outside. I'm going to deliver my fight. And so that's where I'm.
You know, fans should know about you. Someone could have jumped off your bandwagon after the Cowboy fight, and then last one, I don't know if he's that guy that they say.
Yeah, it's a game of patience, dude. Because you go fucking crazy, especially if you pay attention to each fan that's going to be on and off your shit, on a day-to-day basis. It's you'll lose your hair. So for me, it's just be patient. Keep my head. I drop some shit and I walk away. If I post something, I walk away from it. I don't look at shit. I don't pay attention to anything. I live my own reality. Live my own bubble. And it's done me pretty well. Sometimes I have to get a reality check. But at the end of the day, I think that's the way to move forward, because you start listening to everybody. Everybody's got a fucking opinion. And really, I just need to hear my inner circle. I need to hear their screening of what's going on the outside, and then just onward, onward.
If you can pin right now, I want 2, I want 3. How many fights you want in 2020?
I want 3 fights. Yeah, fucking time's ticking, dude. I'm following me out. So I want to get a fight by March, April, another one in summer, and then one at the end of the year. So three fights. Put me on that title shot 2021.
What are the names that make sense? You said you had some. What are they?
Yeah, so I'm looking at Gillespie, Ferreira, Islam, Ally Quinta, who I hear is off the grid. Like I want naming everybody who's not booked in the top 10. I just fucking get
maybe a better chance to just pick one guy and just go straight for him to try and get that.
I've been shooting for Al for a while. I don't know if I heard anything back. I called out Pettis before that last fight. Now Ferreira won, and so now I'm looking at I'd like to fight Ferreira.
I was thinking of Cowboys' performance against Conor. So you fought Cowboys, tough fight for you, and it was a short night for him against Conor.
Yeah, that performance made me flaccid. Like I had this hard on and this like vindictive mind that I was gonna come and conquer and slaughter Cowboy and get my revenge, right? And it was all out of respect. It was all out of respect because he is who he is, and he beat me, and he beat me. And so, for me, I had this vendetta, and I had to go get it. And then after watching that performance, the erection that I woke up with every morning, with his like fucking again vengeance in mind, just fucking fizzled in the air. And I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want anything to do with that fight. I mean, and you can call it whatever you want. I don't really need to say anything else about it. I've already rambled enough. It's just.
You watched him against.
Yeah, I watched that fight and I thought, damn, okay, McGregor does something special, but he quit. And it was like, you're gonna give me that shit and you're gonna fucking quit. You're gonna give me that performance. You're gonna give McGregor whatever the fuck that was, it's just like.
It seemed like you're angry at him.
Yeah, I kind of was. I was like, damn, dude, that just wasn't the guy that showed up. That's the thing with this thing that you say about Cowboy. Somebody shows up, sometimes doesn't. But I definitely lost like the lust for that fight after that performance. Ally Quinta's the guy I was looking at. I hear he's been off the grid. That's who I want. He's number 9. He's not booked. Outside of him, again, you got Gillespie, Ferreira, Islam, whatever. Yeah.
Thanks,
yeah, cool. Thanks, man.